10番ライトレオさん。タイトルは School is built for us。
Have you ever experienced a point in school where you thought it was meaningless to do anything the teacher said? Some of you may have, and some of you may have not. As for me, I had many moments like this, and I always hated studying for something that would likely have no connection to the future I envisioned. But recently, I changed my mind because of a thought I had. What if the things we study aren't made to be used directly into our futures? What if they were made to be something more than just boring words from art class that never made any sense, or formulas of chemical reactions that I have no interest in remembering? So today, I will explain how a single question had changed the way I thought about school. This is especially for people who are struggling and thinks it's meaningless, since we all should think about the indirect meanings of school. Now, some of the people listening to me could say there isn't a second meaning to school at all, but I disagree. For example, learning math will allow you to grow your logical thinking and problem-solving skills by doing the process of calculation. Learning science will expand your knowledge of how the world works by learning biology and chemistry. Art class will allow you to express yourself by understanding culture and conveying your thoughts. Moreover, school is not just a place to study. Over the course of our school life, we will meet many people such as students and teachers. Due to this, we will meet many people with different thoughts and personalities, which will give us a glimpse of the bigger world and will guide us to it. Along the way, we may experience difficulties with other students and even our teachers. But school is a place to make mistakes, to grow on our own, to help one another, and most of all, to learn from both our mistakes and opportunities. These are the reasons why I think school is built for us. Thank you.
13番八田裕二さん。タイトルは Let's Play English。
Have you ever heard that English is like a sport? The other day, I read an article online. It said that Japanese students are getting better at English. In 2024, the percentage of Japanese junior high and high school students who passed the Eiken test increased compared to 2023. However, according to a global ranking, Japan ranked 92nd out of 116 non-English speaking countries. That's the lowest rank ever for Japan. Why is Japan still seen as weak in English worldwide, even though more students are passing tests? When I looked into it, I found three main reasons. First, English and Japanese are very different. Second, there are few chances to actually use English. Third, many people have a psychological barrier to speaking it. Among these, I focused on the second reason, few chances. At the beginning, I mentioned that English is like a sport. So, imagine when you play a sport. What's the first thing you do? Do you read the rulebook and memorize everything? Probably not. Most people just try playing and learn as they go. It's the same with English. Even if you memorize grammar in detail, you won't be able to speak English if you don't have an English-speaking environment. At present, even though we learn a lot of English in school, we don't have enough chances to use it. So, how can we change that? For example, in school, we could use the tablets we already use in class to try conversations through apps or online English speaking lessons. Outside school, I think it would be nice to have English cafes where anyone can go anytime and talk in English. Also, just like we have basketball courts and parks that anyone can use, what if we had English courts, places where anyone can gather and chat in English freely? These places would make it easier and more fun to use English. As a result, it helps lower a psychological barrier to speaking English, the third reason I mentioned earlier, and helps raise the global standing of English proficiency in Japan. English needs both a good environment to use it and the courage to try. So, let's not be afraid. Let's not be shy. Let's speak English freely. Because English is like a sport. Let's enjoy and play English. Thank you for listening.